Okay, so I've just received this package today. Well, actually I received it many hours ago, but I wasn't in at the time, and the person who took it in forgot to tell me about it. They just told me about it a couple of minutes ago. So not really sure where this is from. I mean, obviously it's from China, but I'm not sure which website this is from. It's obviously going to be a puzzle, but I've got no idea what puzzle it could be, so let's just open it up and find out. Yeah, so this box, it's pretty much got tape all over it, so that's why it's proving to be really hard to open up. Okay, so interesting packaging material there. Never really seen that before. Well, I've never seen that type of packaging material before. So let's see what we've got. Okay, so first up is the YJ VVGOO-1. I've got a VVGOO-2 and a VVGOO-3, and the VVGOO-3 is quite a lot different from the VVGOO-2, so I was really curious about what this would be like, so I decided to get it because it was really cheap anyway. Can't remember what the website was called, where I got this from, but you'll be able to know from what I've put in the title of this video. So this is a glow-in-the-dark one, and I think maybe, I'm not sure if any other colours are available as far as the VVGOO-1 is concerned. I think maybe all of them are glow-in-the-dark ones, because that's the only colour that I've seen. So the skill level is 1 star, and it says excellent handle without professional adjustment and few probability to pop in, stability structure root in the special design pagoda, spring with micro screw and high fault tolerance, completely designed for zCube, various lubricating oil adopted. 0 to 3 sad onion there, some Chinese, more Chinese, speed edition it says, 6+, and yeah, so let's open this up. And there's the instructions. So the stickers on this, they're all textured, just like the VVGOO-2 and VVGOO-3. Feels quite heavy. It feels a lot heavier than the VVGOO-2 cubes. The VVGOO-2 cubes are really, they feel really light. This actually feels pretty good. Does it feel better than the VVGOO-2 cubes? I'm not really sure. I think so. The VVGOO-2 cubes do seem a bit catchy. I'm not really sure if this is that catchy or not. I'd need to do a few scrambles and solves with it. But it doesn't really seem catchy at the moment, so I don't know. If this is better than the VVGOO-2s, then that would be quite weird, since this came out before the VVGOO-2 cubes. And here is the mf8 full function 2x3x4 cube. And the box is quite nice looking actually. It's kind of like a light orange, and then it fades over to a red, and then the red fades over to like a pink. So this is supposed to be fully functional, but it isn't really, because it does have internal bandaging. supposedly mf8 said that they did that on purpose. Whether that's true or not, I'm not sure. There's a picture of the cube there. But with this, I did get some parts so I can modify the puzzle to make it properly fully functional, so there isn't any internal bandaging. Looks like we've got an invoice in here actually. And yeah, this is from zCube. So I think I probably will modify this so it's fully functional. Supposedly it's quite difficult to modify it, and it takes ages to modify it as well. I may try and solve it a few times with the internal bandaging just to see what it's like. So there's the puzzle itself, and you've got the mf8 logo there in gold. So on pretty much all of the videos that I've seen of this puzzle, the stickers always seem to look very small on the cubies, but on this one they seem to look bigger. You can see the screw there in between these two cubies, which I'm not really that keen on. Let's see what it turns like. Kind of stiff. I wasn't expecting it to be that stiff. Yep, still stiff. It's catching there. Yeah, so I guess this probably needs some breaking in and some lube. I'm not really sure how much it will improve after that. This puzzle also shapeshifts. Yeah, let's see if I can do a checkerboard pattern on this. See, it's catching again. Or is that the internal bandaging? I'm not sure. I don't think it would be the internal bandaging, because if it was, then surely it wouldn't move at all. Okay, so that kind of failed. Didn't really get a checkerboard pattern there. I've done on each of these ends, but yeah. Okay, so we've got a bit more of a checkerboard pattern now, but not on these sides. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to scramble it so you can see what it looks like when it's scrambled. Kind of feels as though it might break if I'm not too careful with it. Not really sure if it's scrambled enough this way, but let's go into the hang on. Okay, so let's go into the shape shifting. Let's see. Okay, I could have sworn this does shapeshift. Ah, there we go. Okay, is that fully scrambled or not? I'm not really sure, but that's the mf8 2x3x3x4 and the YJ VVGOO-1. And I actually forgot to show what these extra internal pieces look like. So I'll just use a magnifying glass so you can see them better. So yeah, so like I said, I'll see what it's like to solve with the internal bandaging. I really doubt that I'm going to prefer that over it being fully functional, if you know what I mean. So at some point I probably will take this apart and put in these little pieces to modify it so there's no internal bandaging. Okay, so I'm going to add this onto the end of the video because there was a couple of things that I forgot to show. First off is the corner cutting. The corner cutting on this YJ 3x3 is pretty good actually. In fact, it's really good. I'll show you the textured stickers. Oops. And this is what the pieces look like. Whoops. So there's an edge piece. And there's a corner piece. So I have scrambled and solved this cube a few times, and to be honest, it's pretty damn catchy. It's a lot more catchy than the YJ VVGOO-2, and the catchiness of the VVGOO-2 is what lets the cube down, to be honest. So this is actually quite worse than the VVGOO-2. It's still not a bad cube though. I'd still class it as an actual speed cube. It does feel like a speed cube. I do prefer the fact that this feels more heavier than the VVGOO-2, so it feels like it's of a better quality. Now onto the mf8 2x3x4. Each end of it is now internally bandaged, so you can turn them. I did spend a very short amount of time on this trying to solve it, probably just a couple of minutes, and to be honest I can't even get it back into its non-shape-shifted state. And it doesn't really corner cut at all, this puzzle. Even if you just move it a little bit, it doesn't corner cut. But then this isn't really a speed cube, to be honest. So yeah, that's pretty much it. Thanks for watching.